Hi you guys. So this year I wanted to try an experiment again. We like to do experiments here. And what we're going to do is try to create seed farms. We are going to plant things in pots that we will never harvest and just allow them to go to seed, collect that seed, and then replant in the regular beds next year. And we will just let these pots be. I started this with this pot 3 years ago or more. This is onion. And the onions, as you know, they sprout. They form a head, more like this. It flowers, and then you can collect the seed from it. This seed's already been all collected. Probably some of it's fallen in here. So onion is a biannual. It will go to seed every 2 years. Or excuse me, it takes 2 years for it to go to seed, to reproduce. Other vegetables, I think it's all vegetables actually. I'll put a list here. But I decided to try beets, radish, and a bunch of others. So I need like 5 pots. So I'm going to take this onion one, which has been working for several years, and we're going to move it to the other side of the yard where it's going to be in more sun. And then we're going to Hugelkulture these pots up and plant some seed in it, and we're going to see if we can just kind of create our own little seed farm. One of the reasons I thought that would probably work really well is last year, this is the area, it's outside my high tunnel and by my pump house near the big garden. Last year, this is the area that I processed a lot of my radish seed. Now look, these are all radishes. I have Diakon Radish in here and regular red radish. So I figure if they are growing and if they flower, that means they're going to develop seeds. If they're going to continually come up here, they will probably do the same thing in a pot. And I don't want to grow things really right in this area. But you'll see, let's just take this one out for fun. The radishes, you know, they don't look normal. They're very woody. You wouldn't want to eat these, although you could eat the greens if you wanted to. However, I am just going to pot them up and leave them in the pots and see if we can collect seed year after year. I suspect some of this will work and some of it won't, but you know, we don't know until we try. And what a cool project if we can actually get our own little seed farms going without having to, you know, go into the field and figure out which plant you're going to collect seed from and perhaps have some errors in that. So anyway, let's get started. So we've brought these pots over here to the blueberry patch, which is just starting to bud out near the raised bed gardens in my little outdoor kitchen-y area over there. And I think I'm going to leave them here. I had a blueberry bush here and a couple there that actually died off. But I still have like 16, so I think that's enough. We'll bring the pots in. We're going to leave them here. And what I've begun to do is put various kinds of branches and sticks in here so they can rot down. I just kind of make them to fit, you know, and then give it a good stomp. So I think I'm about done with all these branches, and I'm going to go try to find some leaves and maybe some cut grass and kind of top them off a little bit, and then I'll come in with, I don't know, about 8 inches of soil. This stuff mushes down pretty well, and I have some green material in here. I'm trying to keep it, so like this is going to be a Diakon radish pot, so I found some Diakon radish. This will be a red radish, and that's that red radish we pulled earlier. So that's kind of fun to do. We'll try to keep like with like. There's the onion pot that's already been working for us for years. So I'm going to run over and try to find what else I can gather, and we'll go ahead and top up these pots. Alright, so we finished top dressing these sticks with combination of composting leaves, some cut grass without seeds, some sticks, and some soil that the compost was sitting on top of. You know, it just kind of comes up sometimes. So now what we'll do is we'll take this last 6 inches, it looks like, and top it up with good potting soil or whatever medium you want to plant in. This one already had some old soil in it. You can see that dry down in there. It's always good to top up things with nutrition, you know, feed the soil. And then with the onions that are my current onion seed farm, I topped up with the same kind of compost material. And I just wanted to say too, you can do this same process with smaller pots as well. Just fill up, you know, it depends on how deep it is, but I'd say up to half of it with stuff, and then you only have to put soil in the other half. With big beds like this, you could maybe even go up to 2/3. So these beds, all of them have logs in them, big thick branches. And because of that, the soil level will drop every year as the logs rot. You know, it'll compact down, 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 down. So we have to come in and top dress these in the fall, which I did, and then put mulch on top of. So anyway, we'll go ahead and top these up with some good soil, and then we're going to look at planting some seeds. Hey you guys, so I finished filling up my pots, making the little Hugelkulture pots, and now I'm going to plant my variouses in them to create little mini farms, I hope. As you know, I have onions over there. I'm going to plant kale here. Don't know about those yet. I'm going to put red radish here, Diakon Radish here, and I don't know what I'm going to put there yet. So hopefully, you know, I'll just leave these alone, and then every year the plant will grow, give me seeds, it will die back and come back another year. This kale in these little pots is going on its 3rd or 4th year of growing, so I know that will make it. There's actually a big kale right there, which I may transplant as well because it's taken up room in my bed. So I'll show you later, you know, everything I pot up, but I just wanted to let you know 2 things. You know, one is Hugelkulture in a pot works, and secondly, at least for onions, we have a proven way to have our own little seed factory, our own little onion farm that will give us seeds every single year. So then when I plant, you know, onions and garlic, like over there, well, onions, like that garlic, not as garlic, that they will give me just the bulbs, and I won't have to wait for some of those to go to seed or mark them so they're seed only. This way I've got it over here. And any one of your friends or helpers that might be a little too eager with a burn torch or some kind of chemical killer won't kill your seed farm. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, we'll check in on this next year and see how the seed, or maybe at the end of this season too, to see if seeds are coming from some of these older plants. These daikon and red radish I found over by my hothouse in an area that I processed seed collection in last year, and they obviously overwintered and are now growing themselves. So let's hope they survive the transplant. If not, I will plant some seeds. So there you have it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.